Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we are talking about one of the most powerful features of cloud computing, autoscaling. Imagine a system that automatically adjusts its resources based on traffic, saving costs during quiet hours and scaling up seamlessly during traffic spikes. Sounds magical, right? Well, that's exactly what autoscaling does. Let's dive in. First, let's start to understand to answer the question about the what. What is autoscaling? It's a mechanism that dynamically adjusts the number of servers or resources based on real time. Think of it as elastic system that expands and contracts to meet demand. Everything is built on traffic. So it will expand its resources based in traffic spikes. If we have low traffic, we will just delete some machines. So scaling ensures that your system has just the right number of resources, not over provisioning, avoid paying for unused resources during off peak hours, not under provisioning, prevent service outages or slowdowns during traffic spikes. Okay, let's try to get an example. So if you have a client, okay, and this client sends a request to our server, and we have auto scaling group. We have multiple servers, not one server. So let's make the server quite small, and I just not make with no color. Okay, we have like server one, server one, two. Let's assume that we have only 3 servers for now. And server 3. So we have server 1, server 2, and server 3. And let's make this white and make it like that. So if this is an auto-scaling group, let's assume that each server can handle one request. So we have each server right now from our servers have one request. So when the client sends the request to server 1, the client sends another one, client sends. So all our servers right now are full with requests they cannot handle anymore. And we have, I guess, a traffic spikes right now. We have a lot of traffic, and the client try to send more requests. So our auto scaling group, let's assume this auto scaling group, will add more servers. So we have S4 to handle all the increasing demand. If even our server try to send another one, we have S5 here. So our server will add machine or remove machines. And when our clients basically try to like does not send any other requests more, like only send 3, and S4 and S5 they are not used at all, so they are being deleted from the autoscaling group. So we make sure that, like, the most important thing about autoscaling group is the cost efficient, because autoscaling saves money by automatically scale down resources when demand decreases. You don't need to pay for servers that aren't being used. It's everything. It's basically built on the cost. The main thing of autoscaling is cost. Like, imagine an e-commerce website during off hours. Traffic is low. Oh, so the system automatically scales down to 2 servers, for example, or 3 servers, as you can see here. During a Black Friday, when a traffic spikes, it scales up to, well, for example, 100 servers. You only pay for what you use. Autoscaling also ensures your system can handle unexpected surges in traffic without manual intervention. It's a it's a pretty brilliant technique, to be honest. So let's say you launch a new product and suddenly thousands of users hit your website at once. Autoscaling takes the load and adds more servers automatically to handle the surge, keeping the app fast and responsive. This is how it works. So we let's try to see again how it works in details. Like autoscaling groups works by monitoring by monitoring predefined metrics. The threshold, the basically the everything is monitoring to predefined metrics and thresholds to detect when to scale resources up or down. Let's make it a simple process. First, we have the monitoring. Let's make this slide to Rift. The first thing, we have the monitoring metrics. Monitoring. And in the monitoring metrics, basically auto-scaling tools continuously monitor metrics like CPU usage, memory consumption, network traffic, request latency. Number two, we have a triggering threshold. When a threshold is crossed, for example, CPU usage exceeds 80%, the autoscaling system triggers an event to add more resources. Number three, we have a dynamic scaling. So new servers basically or resources are added to meet the demand. Similarly, when the load drops below the lower threshold or threshold, resources are scaled down. Okay, so this is how it works. If you want to ask how could you implement, like about the how to implement, let's call it how to implement autoscaling, you can use the cloud providers tools like autoscaling groups in AWS or Azure scale sets or Google Cloud manage the instance groups. All of them are great tools to work with. I guess yeah, let's go to our conclusion. I don't know if I type it right, but I hope that I did it right. So autoscaling is a backbone of modern cloud applications. It keeps your system responsive, cost efficient, and highly available, whether you're running a website, an app, or a game. So next time you are deploying to the cloud, make sure autoscaling is part of your strategy. If you enjoyed this video, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and share your thoughts in the comment section below. How are you using autoscaling group in your projects? Let's discuss that and see you in future videos, guys.